Contractor tip number 65 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. Listen to your customers' complaints. If your customer is complaining about something you're doing, or realistically not doing, do something positive about it. Customer complaints can lead to bigger problems if they're ignored, and that's true in any relationship. But if you're genuinely concerned, or at least, I hate to say this, act like you're genuinely concerned, you could end up with a customer for life. And again, let's not forget, these customers are referrals. A customer who liked your work or liked the way you handled the project or completed it in a timely manner could end up being an advocate for your business. This could equate into be the same thing as running an ad full-time in a newspaper. Same amount of things, except these people are pre-selling your jobs for you. And again, I've already talked about that. But again, it kind of goes back to this. A complaint. Let's say you have a small complaint. You're a plumber. You put a faucet in. You didn't make the faucet, but the chrome's coming off. It's peeling off the faucet. And this happens. It's a year later, and your customer calls you up. What do? Do you ignore it? Do you tell them that, hey, I didn't make the faucet? And in my contract, I stated that I'm not responsible for anything. You need to contact the manufacturer. Whatever it is. And furthermore, you're not going to have as many complaints from people if you have a clearly written contract and you explain everything thoroughly, or at least thorough enough, to your clients. When I used to do room additions, I used to do room additions with bathrooms. I'd be installing a new bathroom, adding a bathroom. And I would make it clear to the people I was working for, my clients, that I am not responsible for any products that I purchase. I will take, if there's any flack for the way something was installed incorrectly, hey, I'll pony up for that one. But, if you have a tub and it starts to rust or chip, you get a little chip in it or something later, that's really, there's not a lot I can do about that. I didn't make the product. Now, I learned this lesson from one time when I installed a toilet. Everything was great, working fine. I came back the next day and I noticed there was water. The walls were wet. This was a two-story bathroom, second-story bathroom. And I asked the owner, I says, hey, what happened to the walls? Was there a problem with the bathroom in any way? And they says, yeah, the toilet overfilled and ran for an hour before they noticed that there was a problem. And the water had gotten into their office downstairs. I mean, it really was a nightmare. And I told the guy, I said, hey, I know I didn't say this in advance, which again, if you say it, when you're signing a contract, or it's in the contract and you point it out to the homeowners, this is a totally different deal. You've been upfront with them. After the fact, it's not doing a lot of good. So this might be something, or a few things. You consistently have a complaint. Let's say you have 5 complaints about a faucet that you're using. Get rid of that faucet. Don't use it anymore. If your client wants to use it, explain to them the problems you've had with it. And this could go down the line on a variety of different things, whatever you're doing as a contractor. If you have a complaint about the way that you're handling yourself, hey, you know what? We don't like your smart aleck. Hey, do something about it. Back to the toilet, though, this was what made a turning point for me to not be responsible for any of the products I purchased. And I even took it one step further and had the clients select their own fixtures. And this put me out of the loop even further. I didn't pick that fixture. So again, this is how we solve problems and we eliminate them in the future, or at least reduce the amount of them. So again, I don't want to make a 2-hour video out of this like I do half the time anyway, but complaints need to be addressed. They need to be solved. You need to, if you're having too many of them, these are going to be red flags, like I said. It could be your truck. Maybe your truck leaks oil or leaks water. Damn it. You smoke. One of your workers are smoking. They're leaving their cigarette butts all over the job. Anything like that puts a bad taste in someone's mouth, and then tells them, it shows them that you're really genuinely not concerned about solving these problems or even addressing them. Then realistically, you're probably not going to be in business for a long time, or at least you're not going to have the amount of business you should have in the future.